Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be continuing the SUMERU arc by going to the land of the 𝐤𝐻𝐻𝐼𝐴𝐻, which is the second chapter in this full-on Archon quest. So, without further ado, I'm not going to hold you guys up too long. Let's get into it.
Now that we made it to SUMERU, our next objective should be to head to SUMERU City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord 𝐬𝐻𝐻𝐾. And speaking of Lesser Lord 𝐬𝐻𝐻𝐾, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your brother. But even so, people call SUMERU the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
But, Paimon doesn't know the way to SUMERU City. Maybe we can climb up to that spot with the statue of the Seven on it. That'll give us a way better view of things.
Alright.
Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby.
Okay, Paimon, let me get that chest. I just want the chest.
Wait a second. Look! There's someone up ahead! Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there! I'm around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like to ask for
She literally just walked by us.
Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions? Huh?
Oh, why did you say it like that? Stop it.
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she?
Nah.
Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance and follow her. When we get the chance, we'll
But
just ask
first the
someone else
chest,
for
right?
directions.
Through mists of smoke and forest dark.
Come on, let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us.
So use these things, but she went this way, right?
Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Let's go take a closer look.
She's right there. Are we blind? She'd vanish.
Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case.
Oh, I see a little chime up there.
Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she? What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again? Alright then. It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Even if she's not very friendly, we just need her to point us in the right direction. That's all. Oh. What a lovely smell. It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all.
Uh-oh.
Huh? What's the matter? You
I
don't
literally
look too
meant
good.
uh-oh. The smell, something's not right. Oh god, not again.
Wait, is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything.
Paimon, we are not the same. Oh!
What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a nap. Oh, come on.
Paimon, you act like I wanted to just fall out. Huh? Oh, this is giving 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐼𝐴𝐻 vibes. I mean, not this part, but the talking tree, yes. Okay.
The Traveler's been out for a long time now.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright,
I knew it.
absolutely
I knew
nothing
it
to worry
by the
about.
voice. I remember her voice from that teaser trailer that I watched and reacted to.
Are you awake now?
If you didn't watch it, I'll remember to put a little note card somewhere.
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake!
Hey!
Well, we're at... Good question. Where are we? Hyman was in such a panic when you passed this.
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is 𝐬𝐻𝐻. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here. Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort?
A bitter taste?
Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting.
Ah,
He gave you some while you were unconscious.
makes sense.
Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up. Whoops!
Why does she look like that? I had a
What's the
feeling
matter?
I was gonna meet
Are you
him
trying
today.
to
That's
retrieve the
crazy.
medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. I'll get it for you once I am finished here.
His name is, Tanari, right? I think that's how you pronounce it.
Sorry, Master.
Now, the guide to Avidia Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board, but if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Ooh.
Poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly. So, how are you doing?
Ah, cat
Feeling
hair.
better?
It's in my face. We're fine.
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tighnari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
Gandharva.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well.
The bob is definitely bobbing
It is
on you,
common practice
Tanari.
for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training in meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneal to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named 𝐓𝐻𝐻𝐻 into her cave. You smelled inside was the spirit borneal I just mentioned.
What is in that stuff?
That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense?
I mean, it makes sense, but do you know where I went? But, like, in my mind, I was not here.
Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences, or did you see anything while unconscious?
I was in a trip with Pocahontas, bro. Like, what do you mean?
𝐬𝐻𝐻, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Ymir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tighnari.
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong and the gravity of the situation, once I explain everything to you.
Okay.
Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape.
That's not my fault, though.
If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
What is that?
Oh, are you okay?
Girl, stop breathing.
You're
Seriously.
experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else.
This is true. But at the same time, it looks like you're holding kryptonite. Please put that away.
The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you
In
might
other
not
words,
be
he's
so
saying a
lucky.
leopard gonna drag me in the woods and Paimon can't do a thing.
For now, I suggest you continue taking your
I'm
medicine
sorry, I just
and
imagined
avoid
like getting
wandering
dragged
off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell.
Okay.
Good. Now, continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru and we're already having problems.
Tell me about it.
Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but won't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon?
Girl, what was up with your
Paimon's over here
nose?
worrying about you, you know.
I know. I'm sorry. Emergency food.
What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now?
Yeah, my body does feel a little weird, but what I mean is... Oh,
You
no.
mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
I don't know at this point. When I saw the vision, it felt as if I was standing deep underground. But the red sky, could it have been Conria?
Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tainari?
Now that I think about it, hey Tainari, can you bring that back over here? If it was Conria, I need to see.
If you misjudge your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right?
I don't know
Do you
anymore.
mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us?
He's probably getting ready, like, he probably snuck off to tell, Lesser Lord, what is her name? I forget her name, but that Lesser Lord person.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations. But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do?
Time to go to Kale.
Kale's pretty friendly.
Kale.
We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru.
Sumeru, Kale, Tainari.
Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
Gandharvaville. This is the cutest little village, by the way.
All right, next let's see your right hand. But please remember that you still need to be careful, understand?
I thought he was going to smack it.
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... Well, you understand.
I want to
But I
know.
have a vision too! I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, 𝐬𝐻. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Sure.
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Why are
Seems
we
you're
lying?
not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps 𝐬𝐻 could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the statue of the Seven.
Tighnari, we're ready to head out.
Oh, that's
Got it! I'll be right there! Alright, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to 𝐬𝐻.
Yes, you can count on me.
So, 𝐬𝐻, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Tighnari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals.
I mean, it's pretty much like Amber.
As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones.
It reminds me of Appa.
Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good.
Aw, she's sleeping in the window. Even though she's not really asleep, she totally has an ear out right now. Yep, her eyes just open.
Statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before.
Did we? Maybe.
It's pretty high up there, isn't it?
Oh,
Don't
I
worry.
want those berries.
If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue.
We are not the best climber. I don't know who told you that. These rumors are really starting to get crazy.
Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there.
Okie dokie.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard to reach.
You're not gonna help me, Paimon. Stop lying.
By the way, 𝐬𝐻, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know,
Ah,
That depends.
I didn't mean to press that.
Are you referring to Greater Lord 𝐸𝐻𝐻𝐸𝐻 or Lesser Lord 𝐸𝐶𝐻
Greater Lord 𝐸𝐻𝐻𝐸𝐻 and Lesser Lord 𝐸𝐶. Oh, see, I got it. Awesome. Oh, look at that. My battery needs to be changed anyway. 1 second.
huh? Greater Lord 𝐸𝐻𝐻𝐸𝐻? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord 𝐸𝐻𝐻𝐸𝐻 was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago. According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord 𝐸𝐶 and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarastana.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest.
Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru. But...
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then
not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers.
Aw.
Because you two know Amber, right?
What did I say? What did I say?
Wait,
Oh, I'm sorry, Ashi.
you mean...
Yep.
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm.
She literally was the first person that we met when we came to Mondstadt too.
Sorry.
Aww.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure. You really like Amber.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
It's alright, 𝐬𝐻𝐿. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to SUMERU, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
Ah, so that's how you knew.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust. Really.
Hi, Mama.
I wish I could tell you more about the 𝐸𝐻𝐻, but I have been away from SUMERU for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord 𝐸𝐻𝐻 or the sanctuary of 𝐸𝐻𝐻.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the 𝐸𝐻𝐻?
Explain everything from the beginning.
So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right? Alright, we have a statue to clean.
This is so
You
cute.
both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
Huh. Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small.
Like a child.
Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord 𝐸𝐻𝐻 or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I don't know. I think that because 𝐸𝐻𝐻 sounds a lot older given the time. I don't know.
The name does seem to fit the statue somehow. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later.
Yep.
Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below.
Understood.
Nice work. That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with 𝐬𝐻𝐿.
I was about to say, where is she? Oh, there she is. Why is she hiding right there? Oh, Oh, she's sitting. I was like, what is going on?
𝐴𝐻𝐿, we're back!
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for us.
Ooh, thank you.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring?
Paimon, exactly. Some restraint, please.
Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like 𝐻𝐿 is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. xiangling taught Paimon that.
That is true. That is true. I love it when people tell me they like my food.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them.
Let me tell you something about a pita pocket, okay? I will eat a pita pocket like crazy. What? Don't tell me you...
No, you dropped it.
Oh my god, I knew it.
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
They better be.
Oh, whew. Paimon nearly had a heart attack there. Those pitas are amazing. You're quite the cook, 𝐻𝐿.
Like for the first time, I had like a full Mediterranean dish for my birthday last year, and it was so cute. It was so good, and we had pita pockets with it. It was
Thank
delicious.
goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
Right, Paimon? I know. Oh my gosh.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Yay! Thanks, 𝐻𝐿. It's hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments too.
Paimon, that doesn't sound like a compliment.
Oh, I guess it happens from time to time.
So, 𝐻𝐿, don't you think that Tighnari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission.
One of these days, I'm gonna just smack Paimon in her crown. I'm gonna just... Every time she says something she's not supposed to, just...
Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
Moment.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. But Master's actually very kind at heart.
How old is he? Exactly. Like 500 years old, by
By the way,
chance?
you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, they're the
Yes.
group called, something? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
He does have some big ears. That does sound like something Tenari would say. Speaking of his ears, I'd really like to pet them.
I know, right? I've always wanted to pet them too.
Honestly, if he was like turned around and not looking, I would be like, just a little one.
Anyway, Master
Like when
could have
Ashi's
easily
asleep, I
left the
can't
rainforest
help
to
but
take
want
up
to
a
touch her.
position at the Academia, but he chose to stay here instead as a forest watcher, helping the locals every day and passing on his knowledge to trainees. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tighnari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
What did you do?
No, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, Why, oh why? Is she going to die? It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Paimon, don't get mad.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you.
Understood.
Hey! Now even Kale's starting to laugh.
Because it's just funny, Paimon.
That's it! Paimon won't forget this. It's time for some Paimonial wrath!
Is this how people, like, now I get it. It's actually really cute. This is why no one finds me intimidating. Oh my gosh.
No!
Oh. What did she do?
Oh,
What is wrong?
Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
Paimon, what did you do?
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that.
She seems like the type where she's calm until something happens and then she just like freaks out.
Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
And then act like nothing happened just like this.
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
I can. She didn't get that far.
Ah, Traveler. You've returned.
Hi.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen Kale by any chance?
Oh, Kale? Yes. I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
We're not waiting that long.
Paimon was thinking all night about
Yep,
what
all
happened
night.
with
That's
Kale,
crazy.
And still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Yep, we just couldn't stop thinking about it all night. Whee!
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Why?
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick?
What
How
condition?
could she be? Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No, no need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself.
It's because we know Amber.
I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
Yeah, Paimon, read the room, sweets. You don't talk about somebody when they're sitting right there. I mean, you shouldn't talk about people at all, but you get the point. In this case, not about her. Oh my god.
Alright, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized you were that honorary knight from Mondstadt until 𝐬𝐻 told me just now. I've also heard of an Inazuma.
Were they slightly exaggerated? Because that's not my fault.
So just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about 𝐬𝐻 is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because, well, because 𝐬𝐻 asked me to.
Oh.
And honestly speaking, I was against 𝐬𝐻 revealing her past to you.
Okay.
But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tighnari, what exactly is wrong with 𝐬𝐻? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called 𝐬𝐻𝐿azar.
𝐬𝐿azar?
Yes. It's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body.
Dark and hardened scales.
At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
Oh.
That sounds terrifying.
That sucks.
Wait, hold on. So when 𝐬𝐻 seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
She's actually... And then Paimon, you were saying... Oh my god.
That would be the effects of 𝐬𝐻𝐿azar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for 𝐬𝐿azar. Nevertheless, 𝐬𝐻's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed 𝐬𝐻 over to an organization known as the 𝐓𝐡𝐻𝐻 after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What?
It's always the 𝐓𝐡𝐻𝐻.
Ah, it appears you already are familiar with them.
Yeah, not in the
That'll
best
save
of
me some
ways.
explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued 𝐬𝐻 and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor.
The doctor. No, I haven't met them yet.
I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of 𝐬𝐿azar was completely stable for all the years that 𝐬𝐻 was with them. However, 𝐬𝐻's days with the 𝐓𝐡𝐻 were anything but pleasant. 𝐬𝐻 is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the 𝐓𝐡𝐻 has left deep scars. He can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Aww.
Oh, Paimon had no idea 𝐬𝐻's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, 𝐬𝐻 wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault
Not
at
in the
all.
slightest.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. 𝐬𝐻 once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
We got you.
Don't worry, Tighnari. We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led her to break down this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though I must admit that 𝐬𝐻's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. Alright, now that I've told you about 𝐬𝐻's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Oh, we're going?
Yeah, to help 𝐬𝐻 too.
Alright, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place. especially for
Oh, I
someone
know.
who's still recovering, like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
Okay.
Problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as the Nilotpala lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Hey, Kainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilotpala lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.